If Donald Trump, our 45th president, was a quarterback in Madden 17. Now, I went through and already did everything for us. Donald Trump, he's a quarterback. And since he was born and he's from New York, I made him for the Giants. Could have been the Jets, but let's be real. He could benefit the Giants fairly well. He's number one in our hearts because we all love him. He's right-handed. He went to the University of Pennsylvania, so I just put Penn. And his birth year, it wouldn't let me go all the way back to when he was born. I believe it was 67. It's around there. And then it was June 14th was the day, so I was able to get that. Just the year, this is the farthest they'd let us go back. Now, New York City, New York is where Trump Tower is. That's where he lives. His appearance, I made him as white as he could be. He's 6'3". To Dr. Oz, during their examination of him, he said he was like 236 around there, so 235, close enough. Chest size 5, belly size 8. He's a bigger dude. He's older. It makes sense. Arm size, definition, again, he's older. Rear size, thigh size, calf size. None of that really matters. The helmet, I decided to go for a older one since he is older. We're going to give him a neck roll. We don't want him to get tackled really hard, snap his neck. Pad height, and then we're going to go sleeveless. We have the back plate, which you can have a flak and a back plate, but either way, we have a flak jacket. And we have none of this changed around. Like, he has a hand warmer, a towel. You got to keep those hands warm whenever you're a quarterback. Switched this around a little bit. Now, Styles, it's classic. He's an old guy. He knows what he's doing. It's classic what he's doing out there on the field. Now, here's where we get into these stats, and this is where it's interesting. His agility and his speed, he's older. He can't get around as much. And even though he's in the best shape of his life, then, and most possibly the most, he is the most fit president to ever take office. Now, acceleration, again, it's not that great. 68 awareness, he's not really aware of what he's doing half the time, but more often than not, he knows what he's doing. His carrying is 80, he put the team on his back, he's president now. His throw power, because he's taking shots, guys. His throw power, trucking, elusiveness, man, you should have seen him during those debates. He's sitting there just throwing these guys off, hurling insults, trucking everyone, pushing them down. Marco Rubio, Ben Carson, everyone just was flabbergasted on their butts, not knowing what to do. He's very elusive. If you remember back to his tax returns and stuff, he always talked about how he was going to do it or there was some reason not to. Everyone believed him, and so that just proves his elusiveness. He's so great at just swerving around everyone. Now, his ball carrier vision isn't great. Again, it's just like the awareness. He's not really aware of what's happening half the time, but he's really good at doing what he does. Now, his stiff arm, again, that goes with the trucking, just shoving people down, man. They'd come up and try to oppose him. He'd be like, get off of me, and then he'd push them right off. Now, spin move and juke move, those aren't as great because he's more of a person that goes right head on and just shoves your face down into the dirt. So he doesn't really need to go around you. Now, his short throw accuracy, that's because he's throwing those shots, guys. Like, all this accuracy right here, he's just going ham on these people. He's like, oh, wait, what are you talking about? And then you bring up their past, and they just sit there flabbergasted, not knowing what's happening, and he's just sitting there laughing. And, I mean, it made me laugh, too, I'm not going to lie. Throw on the run is 70. It's the same thing I've been saying before. He's an older dude. He's not going to be able to throw like that. But play action, he's the best faker in the world. I guarantee it. He's the best. His injury, he's in the best shape of his life. He's not going to get injured. Stamina and the toughness, he comes with that toughness, guys. He has all the toughness in the world. His stamina is the greatest. He is amazing. And with these stats that I've put in here, he's going to be an 88 overall. Now, looking at his traits, he's a pocket QB. He's not going to be able to like throw around or anything. He's ideal in those traits. Now, if he were to go out there, he can play any other position. That's just because he's a quarterback doesn't mean he can't do anything else. So he makes aggressive catches, rat catches, fights for extra yards. He always covers the ball. He makes those sideline catches. He never drops those open passes. He's balanced on those, playing the ball in the air. He is a big hitter. He strips the ball. He utilizes those swim and spin moves. He is very clutch, and he's high motor, and he is disciplined because he is our president. And you have to be disciplined in order to hold that office. Now, the contract that we got is 5 years, 27 mil. Our cap salary is 5.31 mil with a 26 mil signing bonus. Now, let's go ahead and get into a game with the Donald and see how he does. Hey, guys, so we're starting off with the Donald on our 13-yard line. Now let's see what kind of damage we can do. We're going to look at Shepard going deep. We really want to start off with some good plays right here. And he gets hit and he drops the ball. So 3rd and 7. Donald needs to be clutch, guys. He needs to come through and do what I know he can do. All right, let's see who's going to be open here. Let's see. B's wide open. Possession, catch it. Good job. All right, let's hurry the ball up. Hurry it up. Let's call a screen here. Actually, let's switch it around. We want to look for OBJ. That's who we want. We want him to be able to get the ball, then go down the field. Hike the ball. Look around. Who's open? OBJ? No, that's Ty. Ooh. Alright, so he's down right there. We're going to continue hurrying it up. Right now, Donald was dotting up this defense, and he's going hard. And if you're wondering why I chose the Packers, it's because that's who the Giants lost to, right? So it's only fitting that Trump comes out here, and instead of Eli Manning, then we have Trump out here going ham against these people as he delivers a dot to Cruz. And Cruz fumbles, though. No, Donald was playing so well, and then Cruz had to fumble on us. Dang. All right, so here we are. We are on the 8-yard line, and we're in scoring range. We have Ty we're going to look at. Maybe look at Odell if he wants to go ham for us. We're looking for Donald to score as he throws a beautiful pass to Odell. Touchdown for the Donald. All right, so our defense is able to stop them. Now, don't look at the score. It's 0-6. I don't want to talk about it. We're going to go through with here, and we're going to go hard. Look at B wide, and Donald throws a pick to Demarius Randall. Man, I thought he was wide open. All right, so that's definitely our fault. Donald can't help what we do to make him throw picks and stuff like that. But what we can do is start dotting these people up and going more. And I feel like our score would be even higher if Cruz decided he didn't want to fumble like that. Now, let me know what you want me to do in the future, guys, because to me, this is a ton of fun. Just look around and compare what he's done. Like, in my opinion, whenever I was going through the stats, I kind of said why his stats were like that. And for me, it was just fun to think about that and go through my memory of what he's done to make him have those stats and everything. And I realize it's not entirely realistic. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that Donald Trump in real life would have 99 throws short. But it's just kind of that thing where if you have someone who's throwing shots at people and he's hitting them deep and then he wins the presidency and everything, then it's hard to not be biased in someone who honestly, he just bullied his way to the top. And I mean, I can't be mad at it. This video in no way shows my political affiliation or anything like that. I just figured it'd be something fun to do that would be entertaining to watch Donald Trump go down the field and score a little bit. And, ooh, I thought we were going to fumble there again. But that's how it was in my mind. I was just chilling. It's like, you know, it would be fun to do. And it's kind of a big thing to do right now as well, are the what if videos. But to me, ooh, that got swatted. But to me, it would be something fun that I could come out here, kind of look at someone, try to make him as realistic as possible. And I realize you can't always be like the best when it comes to that. Like his number, I wanted to make it 45 based on him being the 45th president. And I had to make him number 1 and just be like, he's number 1 in our hearts. Because, I mean, he is. Let's be real. But at the same time, I think it would have been cooler to be 45. That's all stuff you can't really change all too much. But I feel like as far as like a sim thing and having fun with it, and that's the main focus, is just having fun. Ooh, were we in bounds? That's a touchdown. But it's all just about having fun and just going through different people. So for the next person, let me know down in the comments what you'd like me to do for the next person, because I can do like a Hillary. Well, I mean, I can't really do that. She's a girl and girls don't play in the NFL. But I can do like a Bernie or anything like that, political, or even some other famous people that you guys would know of. As long as it's someone who I can look up their stats and I know a little bit about, or I could at least look up to see what their stats would be, then I can definitely do that. Or anything like that. Like a funny one would probably be Adam Sandler, just because he was in The Longest Yard. So doing someone else would be a ton of fun to me, just to create these players and just to see how well they can do. Now, granted, it's like I said before, I'm in charge. So it's not like They're just going to be able to come out here and go ham on their own as far as the computer goes. I have to control how well they play and everything. So it's not always just up to stats. In the fourth quarter, the Green Bay has come back. It's 24-23. We were doing so well in the beginning, but we all know Aaron Rodgers and how he can just blow up at any minute as Donald delivers a dot to Ty. And Ty's going down the field. Ty's trying to go all the way, and we get down to the 6. And let's see what Donald can do. I want to see if we can scramble with him because he always covers the ball, so that should not be an issue as far as fumbling goes. Let's see. Let's see what he can do. Let's be great. Be great, Donald. Dive into the end zone. Donald with the rushing touchdown that puts us up 30-27 in this game. Now all we need to do is stop him on defense. We were able to stop them on defense, and we ended up scoring on defense as well. And so we went through, and the defense did end up causing another turnover for us. So our defense is definitely clutch, and that's something that I don't think anyone can deny, that the Giants' defense is who carried them through the playoffs. But through the playoffs and through the regular season, they didn't have the Donald. They didn't have this guy coming through here being clutch and running people over and causing this stiff arm and just, oh man. Could you guys imagine if Donald, took that sack, but he held onto it like a man. He didn't fumble. Green Bay ended up going down and scoring, and so now all we have to do is run the clock out and ensure that we can get this win. We possession caught that. They're going to end up calling all of their timeouts, trying to keep the clock alive, make sure that we don't get a first down, but I'm still trying to score. I'm trying to show how good Donald is. So we're going to lob this one up to Victor Cruz or OBJ real quick. Ooh, wow, that came in screaming. 50 seconds left. It's a fourth down. What are we going to do? 4th and 7. Again, we're ballsy. We got the Donald. We're going to end up going for this. The last time we went for it, we were able to get it. We are going to block Jennings real quick just to make sure that we're doing all right. I don't really see A. I see X though. Possession. OBJ coming in with the game sealer. So now all we have to do, run the chew clock so the clock goes by faster. We can get out of here with this win, winning by 7 points. So there you have it, guys. With Donald Trump, 396 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was able to go down and defeat the Packers, who Eli Manning wasn't able to do. Now, we did start off strong, and we can compare this to the Packers-Dallas game. We started off strong, and they almost came back, and they almost defeated us, but we did win 38-31. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, just go ahead and like it, subscribe, comment down below who you want me to do next. And if I get someone who tells me who I should do next, or if I come up with another idea as to who to do, then I will definitely do that. But until then, I will see you guys next time.